Good afternoon. Hope everybody's doing well. Um, I'm going to do a short video introducing PTSD episode 2. It's just going to be a short reading of Henry IV, part 1 from Shakespeare. Um, I think it gives a excellent description of PTSD. Um, a lot of what my ex-wife described of me when I first got back from especially my first deployment, but subsequently, as I racked up more and more deployments when I was with the stove. Anyway, let's get started. So, in the observations of Hotspur's wife, Kate, of her husband's behavior after repeated mortal combat, Shakespeare nearly perfectly described PTSD symptoms as described in the DSM. We discussed that on the last one, all of the requirements of the DSM for PTSD. So, this is what we're talking about here. Tell me, sweet Lord, what is it that takes from thee thy stomach, pleasure, and thy golden sleep? What dost bend thine eyes upon the earth, and start so often when thou sittest alone? Why hast thou lost the fresh blood in thy cheeks, and given my treasures and my rights of thee to thick-eyed musings and cursed melancholy? In thy faint slumbers, I by thee have watched and heard thee murmur of tales of iron wars, speak of terms of manage to thy bounding steed, cry courage to the field, and thou hast talked of sallies and retires, of trenches, tents, of palisadoes, frontiers, parapets, of basilics, of cannon, of culverin, of prisoners, ransom, and soldiers slain, and all the currents of a heady fight. Thy spirit within thee hath been so at war, and thus hath bestirred thee in thy sleep, that beads of sweat have stood upon thy brow, like bubbles in a late disturbed stream. And in thy face strange motions have appeared, such as we see when men restrain their breath on some great sudden hest. Oh, what portents are these! So, what becomes apparent as we look back in the possibility that a great many of our recent therapeutic advances in PTSD were presaged by past practices. So, we're going to stop here. I have my mom's birthday to go to, but think about these things that Shakespeare talked about, and we can get into the details of this study. It's a very good study. So we will get this recorded as soon as possible and get it out to you. Y'all have a good Sunday, and I'll be talking to you guys around the interwebs.